it, really? Because there are so many good tunes. Now, you wrote It's My Life 25 years ago.
How does this happen?
Wow.
Time truly flies when you're having fun, clearly.
I guess so.
So your guitarist at the time, Richie Sambora, wasn't convinced about one particular line in the song, was he? What was that line?
Like Frankie said, I did it my way. He says, no one's going to get it. And it was about Frank Sinatra. And he said, no one's going to get it. And we argued back and forth, and I said, I'm the one that has to sing it. He says, you win, because that was the bottom, that was the, end of the conversation. Yeah. He said, well, you have to sing it. But the magic is people made Frankie their brother, their friend, them, and it became that character in the story that was empowering.
I mean, we all got it. Yeah, we did. So a year ago, John, you were here talking about vocal cord surgery.
Yeah.
Very serious,
yeah.
But you've just announced a world tour.
Yeah.
You're doing one of the shows at Wembley, which is
There
amazing.
will be no
Get Spencer some tickets.
I'm there front and centre. I can't wait.
But how are you doing now? How are
I'm
you
great.
feeling?
Thank Jesus, Jamie and I were talking that Shania Twain, who had the same surgery with the same surgeon.
Oh.
And she was the one that convinced me, but she lied, you see. Shania said to me, you'll be on the road in 3 months. So I ran to the doctor. It was 3 years. Maybe it was lost in translation somewhere in her accent, but for me it took 3 years. But God bless her for convincing me.
It's a very scary thing, that, isn't it?
It was tough.
We are so glad you are fighting fit. I mean, it's been a very busy week for John, because not only has he announced a new world tour, but he's also got a brand new album which is out today.
Yeah.
It's a reimagining of his last album, Forever. So let's take a listen to a brand new song on there. This is... So this album, it is packed full of incredible collaborations. The UK's very own Robbie Williams is on there. Bruce Springsteen is on there. But you and the boss, you go way back, right? When was the first time you met him?
Oh, my goodness. I was still in high school in the late 70s. First time he ever jumped on stage with my band, I was still in high school. So imagine going to school the next day and saying to the teacher, look what I... Oh, yeah, there's a picture. 1978. And so I'm going to school the next day, and the teacher said, what'd you do last night? I got a story to tell you. It's stuff like that. So even back when I was a kid, we were lucky enough to be in the company of all those greats.
Wow. Incredible. Because at 15, apparently, you worked in a recording studio.
18.
18, all right. And is it true that you saw Freddie Mercury and David Bowie recording Under Pressure?
Under Pressure. So I think, I was probably 20 by that time. Whatever year that was that they did that. I was the gopher in the studio. Go get the coffee, go get the beer, go get the burger. And on that day, I looked through the window. So much that I thought I was crazy that I asked somebody that worked there all those years ago, did that happen? They said, yeah, you remember right. You saw it through that window. And I didn't get to go into that session. I wasn't the delivery boy on that session, but I did watch. As they were both in there singing.
It's historic, isn't it?
Truly.
Crazy story.
Incredible.
I really thought I was crazy, too, for a long time, but they were like, no, you were there.
That happened. Now, it was thanks to a neighbour that you learned how to play guitar, right?
True. There was a really hip young dad across the street when I was 12 or 13 years old who played in a band, and even though it was a lounge act, to me that was a band, and he taught me song structure. It wasn't a guy that was teaching you simple scales that would bore a 12-year-old. He was like, here's Thin Lizzy's The Boys Are Back in Town. You're like, hold on, this is going to get fun. And so fortunately for me, he's who taught me.
Wow, and Jamie, you like this story because apparently, and you can tell us true or not, apparently you were reunited with your first guitar and you actually use it on this new album.
And I wrote a song about it called I'm in Love with My First Guitar. That was reimagined by Marcus King, but that's a picture of it. I sold it for $100 to a neighborhood kid, and I didn't see him or the guitar for 45 years. And he recently came down to one of our soul kitchens and said, I know where this guitar belongs. And now I might be embellishing this part of the story, but there was only 5 strings on the guitar. I believe I sold it to him with a broken string. I don't think he ever touched it. So when I took it out of the case, I tuned it up. I sat down in my room and I wrote a song for this album on it.
What a beautiful full circle.
How amazing that you gave it back as well.
Yeah, and he was really great about it. He said, this is where it belongs. He grew up to be a policeman in our hometown and came down to one of the soul kitchens and brought one of his kids, and I met him, and it was sweet.
Nice man.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, there's been lots of questions in for you, John. Jane asked, what would you go back to say to your 18-year-old self if you were able to?
You're going to have a great head of hair at 63.
I know that's right. No lies told there.
Are you going to play Living on a Prayer while you're on tour?
In the right key.
Of course, it'd be in the right key.
And it'd be in the right key because I can hit the high notes.
You know, that song means a lot to me.
Does it? Why?
I lost my virginity to it. I did.
Now we're talking.
I did.
There goes the family show ratings. The poor girls in the producing
John knows how to.
running for the... What? What did you do?
What? When I listened to it?
Let's not have
family
details.
All right, I don't need the details.
There we go.
But an important song, lovely. And Bon Jovi's album Forever Legendary Edition is out now, and you can see them live in the UK next August and September. Get some tickets.
You
Jamie.
sure
I got
can.
the tickets. I can't wait.
Still to come, Jamie is going to be telling us the personal reason he's been helping more young men share exactly what's on their mind.
But first,